Hello, my name is Graciela, and today is not Valentine's Day. I actually forgot about Valentine's Day while it was happening, but it is still February, and in my opinion, February is still a month that deserves a Valentine's Day adjacent celebration. So that is what I'm doing today. Taking a moment to be grateful for the small things, romanticizing my life, etc, etc. But I will let you in on a little secret, which is that chronologically, this intro is being recorded after everything else. Yesterday, when I actually recorded the rest of this video, recorded this intro, did my makeup just like this, same setup, same everything, and moved on and did the rest of my day and didn't watch that video back. And I watched it back today to edit it, and it was completely incoherent. I was like, girl, you are not speaking in full sentences. You are not telling a story. Like, what are you saying? You're just rambling. And for a moment, I was like, I could probably fix this in editing. Like, I could make this work. Like, I was talking basically just about what I was going to do that day. And I was like, I can make this work. You know, use some B-roll, splice it up a little bit. And then I was like, it would just be faster and easier to record it again. So, spoiler alert, I do my nails. After this, I am going to the antique mall, and I claim in my original intro that I'm not going to get anything, but I get something. But I'm not gonna tell you what, you have to wait and find out. It's only in a few minutes, you can be patient, I believe in you. But yeah, anyways, I will confess, speaking in front of a camera is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Like, when I was conceptualizing this idea of starting a YouTube channel, I was thinking to myself, like, Graciela, you talk to yourself all the time. Let's monetize this hobby of yours. And I was expecting speaking in front of a camera to just be like the same as talking to myself, but it's not. It's not even close to the same. And whenever I am recording segments where I'm speaking for long periods of time, I am like recording them over and over because like I'm watching them back and being like, this doesn't make any sense, you're not saying anything. And I think that no small part of that is just that when I'm talking to myself for my own enjoyment, I am really just like processing my thoughts, essentially. I'm like restarting every time I realize that I'm not making sense. I'm pausing to gather my thoughts. I'm essentially just taking my thought process and filtering it through my mouth to hear aloud whether or not it's like a reasonable and coherent thing to be thinking about. But when I am recording, I feel a lot of pressure to not do that, to not repeat myself, to not pause, to just like go straight shot, get it done, because I really prefer a style of video editing that involves listening to my cat play with a rattle in the background. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, I really prefer a style of video editing that is more naturalistic, that has fewer cuts, that is more just like stream of consciousness, just because to me that feels more natural and it feels more like I'm like having a conversation with the creator, and like as a viewer I just prefer that appearance. But like as a creator, it's really hard to talk for 2 or 5 or 10 minutes and not stop and not gather my thoughts. Like, even in a conversation with a human being, that's really never been how I operate. And I think that I just have to be more gentle with myself and like accept the fact that I'm not there yet, and maybe one day I will be, but not today. I think that I just need to accept that like I need to give myself that time and space to like repeat myself, to pause, to gather my thoughts. Like, I'm still at a stage where that's really essential, and I'm such a perfectionist. I think it's very easy for me to forget that like, this is my 3rd video, you guys. Like, I am not an expert. I don't know what I'm doing yet. But yeah, anyways, the TLDR on that whole business is just that I need to cut myself some slack for still being a beginner, for not really having the practice and experience I need to make the kinds of videos that I see the creators I love making. Cause like that's why anybody gets started with this, right? Is because we love YouTube and we want to be part of that world. But it's not that simple, and I need more practice before I can really achieve that sort of aesthetic and that sort of technique. But that's okay. I just am who I am, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm sticking with this. I'm getting better with every video I make, and that's really cool. And I hope that you also think that that's cool to see a YouTuber feels like a dirty, naughty word to say to describe myself. This is my third video. YouTuber might be a little bit presumptuous, but I hope it's cool to you to see somebody start, is what I'm trying to say. I hope that that's interesting to you and not just cringy. Where's my plan? Anyways, after I finish this up, I'm gonna go to the antique mall. I probably already mentioned that. Now that I'm from the future, I can tell you that it's super duper cool. It's like, I don't know if anybody else's grandparents have like really huge basements that are just full of storage, but it's like that, except it's like you enter your grandparents' basement that's full of storage, and then there's like another door, and you enter another basement that's somebody else's grandparents full of their storage, and you just like are navigating this maze of like old people's stuff. It's really cool. It was a lot of fun. I got some really cool shots from it. These dark circles are as hidden as they're gonna get, so let's get dressed. Gonna get anything at the antique mall, but I brought home the frog. Look at how good she is. Look, she opens up. I love her so much. She's perfect. Oh, also, I totally forgot. Today I am going to the library to teach an art class for the children. This is the second class that I am teaching. I did it once a week ago, and the kids are so cute. I love children. I love doing this, so it's actually really nice that I get to do it today. But I'm gonna change out of this really nice outfit because what we're doing is making eraser stamps, and the ink claims to be washable, but I don't really believe that. So in an effort to avoid getting my lovely white sweater and this pale pink skirt that I'm wearing from getting stained, I'm just gonna change into a hoodie and sweats and go teach that class. But yeah, the cute outfit was nice while it lasted, right? just got done with class. The kids were adorable, but my dad can't drive me back until 5, so I'm just hanging out on this little picnic bench, working in my sketchbook, working on my computer until then. But it is a beautiful day, and I'm actually quite happy to be out here.